Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Reverie Soundscape Generator by Parallel Minds. And Parallel Minds is a lovely chap called Will. Now, I'm going to explain different things about this as we go through the video, of course. Reverie you can download for free, and it has one single in-app purchase of $9.99 to unlock the pro version. No IAPs after that, no subscriptions ever, no nothing, just one payment to unlock the pro version. It is also available on the desktop, PC and Mac at I think it's 19 quid or $19 or whatever. It's also available on the PC. I have already demoed it on the PC as well, but this version is much enhanced. It's really very cool. Concept is simple. You choose an audio file here. I'll choose this Rev piano solo one, which is a Reverie piano solo I made in what was it called, Ableton. So I'm going to tap on this and it's going to load it here. So here's what we've got. Super simple. Now this is where it gets very cool. You can choose from a preset. I mean, there are lots of presets. You can make your own presets and save them as well. Or you can choose a style. Do we want it dark, random, luminous, warm, vintage? And what happens, whatever you choose, say we choose this aquatic here, you'll see down here it says Dreamtime, low pass, phaser, chorus, delay, and reverb. These are the effects it's used in the chain. Now we can't control these effects. We can't access them. Not in the actual presets mode. We need to go into custom, and then we can build our own chain. And you can either roll a seed. A seed is a snapshot of every single parameter that you mess around with. So if roll a seed, you're basically randomizing it like this. Okay, so now we've randomized. We have Dreamtime. If we close all of this, let me just do this and explain something, right? Add a module. We first of all, we have to choose if we want it to be Dreamtime, which is extreme time stretching, or spectral freeze. Okay, choose one of these, for example. But for now, I want to show you it as a preset thing. So we'll choose tape memories, and we can play around with a couple of parameters here. We can choose a duration to have this 2.5 minutes. We can go down to 1 minute or half a minute. Look, very fast. All the way up to 30 minutes. So you build this lush, lovely landscape or soundscape. It's very cool. You'll get the idea. You can choose the stretch amount here. Want it 100% or 3. Brightness. Okay, kind of and we can, how do we want it to vary from the actual audio? There, let's have it quite, let's have it go expressive. Let's have the duration, maybe say 7 minutes. Now, we're not going to listen to 7 minutes of audio. I want to show you lots of different things about the app. So yeah, all we need to do is press generate, and it's super fast. This is, I mean, you think it's going to take ages and ages, but it doesn't. It generates really quick. Oh, look at that, it's done. Here we go. And I'm going to play it now. So remember, this is my audio. So I'll just hit play here. And I'll shut up for a moment while we have a quick listen to some of this. And I can scrub through this as well. Oh, I've also got a volume control. So shall I turn it up? I'll use my finger for this because this doesn't like the mouse. We can reuse the seed, which remember is a snapshot of everything. Oh, that's nice. Don't forget, this is creating soundscapes. Create a soundscape from anything you want to put in there. I think anything over a second or something. So if we scrub along a little bit, even the quiet bit, there'll be something there. Okay. Now you can choose to save it. If you save it, you can go up here in this little box here. And these are the ones that I've saved. And this was the last one that I saved. Okay. And you can choose whichever ones you want. And of course, you can export it and use it in any drawer of your choice. Now, don't forget this is standalone. You export the audio you want to use. The very cool thing is, let me get back to this and hit done. The very, very cool thing here is if I regenerate this, let's choose Cathedral. I'll hit the duration to be whatever. I'll have stretch lower. I'll have this a little bit darker as well. Let me do this with my fingers. It likes the human touch better. Let's this time, stick to the audio. Just generate this. Watch. This is very cool. I like this. So we're going to generate a completely new thing for us. And there it is. There's a lot not going on there. So I'd probably skip along here. And if I'd put it into Cubasis or something, I'd edit the audio, right? Okay. Or we can just like regenerate it again and see what happens. However, if I start here, let me start to play. I'm going to start here. And I'm also going to play this as well. So now we've got both playing. Okay. Awesome stuff. So I wouldn't save either of those. So you kind of like, you know, it's a lot of trial and error. So let's drop this in now and I'll choose a different type of audio file. Let me go back to audio share. I've got like different things I want to try. So for example, I am going to put in this Studio 540. Okay. And I'm going to just like give you an idea of what's going on. Okay, so it's like a full track, but super fast. Loads of complex stuff. It's only a minute long. Loads of changes. Okay, I'm then going to build my own custom patch. So this time I'm going to go add modules manually, and this time I'm going to try with spectral freeze. Okay, now I can choose my own modules, and I can also choose my own modules if I use the Dreamscape algorithm as well, of course. So we've got spectral freeze here. Let's open it up and see what controls we have. Awesome. Loads and loads of controls just in the spectral freeze. Oh, and by the way, there is the seed number. You can copy that. And if you copy this seed number, right, you can, like, if you put it back in, it will completely replicate what you've done. Okay. So this seed number is a snapshot of everything. And here, all right. And I wonder, like, we can look, see, copy seed, and then you can paste it somewhere else. You can edit the seed and change it. Okay, so let's close this. Sorry, not close. I'll go back to the top and add another module in, right? So add module. Let's add a low pass filter and a stereo width. See what we can add, shimmer reverbs and stuff like that to go up a bit. Spectral. No, we don't need to add any spectral stuff here. Maybe a not micro. I'm not going to add micro drift neither. I'm going to add pitch drift, and shall I add a chord layer? No, because there's a lot going on anyway. It's resonator frequency. We can try these in a bit different things. No, I'm definitely going to have it normalize. I'm not going to have it fade, and I don't want it to reverse. So I'm done. Here's the cool thing. Now we have complete control also of our stuff. So if we go in here and go, right, I'm going to open normalize. I'm going to choose a 3 dB target, which it also chooses here. So it's only going to normalize to that. Stereo width, I can increase the hash delay. So to that, so increase the amount. we can have some movement in that stereo width and the rate, and then hit stereo spread. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. That's fine. Let's close it back up. Pitch drift. Let's have it drift 2 octaves, I think is probably the max. Well, 25. But the rate will be slow, so it'll be in and out. Oh, complexity. Let me do it with my finger. Can I move it to? Yes, 3. And that'll do for that. So that might be quite wild. And then we have our filter, which should be set at quite a... I'm gonna open up the filter a little bit more because that's a little bit low. Do it with my finger again. All right. So then we have a LFO for the filter, which I am going to leave switched off here. Okay, that's a done deal. Let's generate this. We can close this stuff back up as well if we want to. We could add another module in as well. Like I said, I wanted to add, say, reverb in. Go done, and let's open it up. It's just an ordinary reverb, large room size. So I'm using the spectral thing, and that will do it. Okay, awesome stuff. Duration 5 minutes. I think that's cool. Let's generate. Here we go, and again, it should be really, really quick. There you go. Oh, and this looks really interesting. So let's play this one. I'll close the mic. Obviously, this is my kind of vibe immediately. Very sci-fi. That's so cool. I'm going to save this one straight away. Going to be quite a lot of changes in this one. Okay, so I'm going to try something interesting this time. I'm going to close this complete thing down. I'm going to add, we can, like I said, we can hit this and roll a seed, if you like, and then we can open this up and get that seed if you want. There it is. And then we can, the thing is, if we can demonstrate this. I don't need to keep that because I've just saved it. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to have a duration of, let's see. What I think I can go down to 1 minute with this. So 1 minute, stretch factory this window size. Exactly the same, right? Exactly the same. Low pass, reverb, stuff like that. We'll just leave it as it is. I'm just going to hit generate. Okay, there it is. This time I'm going to go into our Dreamtime here, and I'm just going to roll the dice again. Okay, so this time I'm going to regenerate. Same stuff, but generate. It's going to generate pretty quick because it's dead short. There we go. And maybe this time, you see what happens, because it should be variable again, even without me changing the seed numbers. So let's try that. Generate this again. Okay, there you go. Slightly different again. And if we, well, let's just leave it at that. Let's see what we've got. So super fastest, but with this same kind of mega Studio 550. I was kind of I wanted to do a futuristic kind of Studio 54. So I saw Studio 540. enough of that. Right, so we'll see what we've got. It's only 1 minute, remember. Let's start this one off as well. And this one. We've got volume controls. I like that. I mean, it's such a cool experimental playground. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to save that one. And I can close out all this stuff now. And let us go and just completely start again from scratch. Let's choose another audio file. I am going to go into my Reverie samples and try. Now, I haven't tried this. This is some strings are made in Ableton for Reverie. Let's just have a quick listen. Now, look, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to choose Spectral Freeze again. And this time, right, I'm going to have a duration of, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, 12 minutes, right? Let's open up Spectral Freeze and just see what we've got. We've got Spectral Tilt, Capture Width, Duration. Let's see what happens if we just generate just using Spectral. I honestly, I have not tried this. I have no idea what the results will be. Not the foggiest, without adding any other modules. Oh, here we go. And I'm stupid. I tell you what, I'm really surprised. Sorry, that clicking still is my chair. I'm super impressed with the speed it renders the audio. So let's try that. So we remember our strings. I love it already. Oh, it's like if you're wearing headphones, it's mad. It's like running around my head. But what controls have we actually got? It's brilliant, that is. Lovely. But you see how fast it generated 12 minutes of audio? Right, I know what I'm going to do. Let's stop that. Now, I could take this, couldn't I? I'm going to save that anyway because it's great. It's best to save stuff that you like because you can export it and use it wherever you want and apply your own effects and things like that. I guess that's a good way to do it. Just if you want to kind of try, just use Spectral Freeze or Dream. In fact, if we close this out and go with add modules manually and just choose Dream Time this time, done. But add nothing else. What controls we got in Dream Time? Hardly anything. Stretch factor and window size. Should we leave it as it is? Yeah, let's. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to leave the duration at 12. I'm going to still use, I'm going to still use the strings and just generate. Should be quite quick because we've just got one module to generate our sound from. And this theoretically should be quite dry. Okay, so, which means it's good if we want to add it to our own stuff. You see, simply, it's a beautiful thing. It's held the integrity of the strings as well, which is really cool. You know, I mean, you can tell it's strings. like that as well, actually. I'm going to save that and all. Let's just... Wow. You know what I mean? It's just... If I'm doing this because we haven't got time, it would, you know, we'd be here forever listening to all of the different, you know, waves, tracks it's produced for us. A couple of things I want to test. I'm going to kind of... I've saved that, haven't I? So I can delete it. I need to add to it here. I'm going to... I want to see... I'm going to set this at 30 minutes, but this time I'm going to add in... I'm going to add some... I don't need to... I'm going to add a reverb. Let me just... I also want to check as well. What's this? 307, 607. Okay. I wonder if that seed number changes if I add a... Let me add a shimmer reverb in there. Done. I'm going to just see if that changes. No. So that number must remember all of this stuff that's in this particular thing. I think Will here, the developer, is going to be in the chat, so he'll be able to answer any questions you may have about Reverie and things I may not understand, because, you know, stuff like this is quite complex. It's not my normal thing, you know. I just like to play with the sounds. I don't understand the math behind it. Anyway, I know you can copy seeds, you can edit seeds here, but I don't know how all this stuff works, if you know what I mean. He will be able to explain it to you. Anyway, here we go. I say, what else am I going to add? I'm going to add one more thing in, only because... Let's add a spectral morph. That'd be interesting. Only because I want to see how long it takes to render in real time, 30 minutes with a couple of effects and a dream that, and just see... Well, actually, let's leave it at that. Let's change our audio file to this. This is a very simple, straightforward. It's 6 seconds in length, and I just ran up the keyboards to C minor. Lovely. Right. Cool. We're going to turn that into 30 minutes, and we can see it working down here. We can see it's working, and it tells you what it's doing as well. It's great stuff. So don't forget, we're in custom here. So it's adjusting the duration. So this, yeah, oh, look, it's... Oh, my, this is quite fast, isn't it? You know, we generate 30 minutes of audio here. So, and I don't want to cut it. I want to let it do its thing. Okay, so 99% now, nearly there. The anticipation is killing me. Talk amongst yourselves. That's impressive. Come on. What were we? I think we were less than a minute, 100% less than a minute. Let's hear what it sounds like, shall we? With our Dreamtime Spectrum Morph Shimmer Reverb. This is what we started with. Let's get it back to the beginning. And it expanded that to 30 minutes. I don't know. Brilliant. Well, it's just lovely in here. This is the kind of thing that drones are made of. Brilliant. Now, let's try something else. So, I mean, we've got, let's see. So it's good because it's basically it's taken the audio that is this and stretch it out to 30 minutes. Let's leave the same audio in, but this time let's take this down to 1 minute, right? Shall I yeah, let's leave the settings exactly the same for the comparison. Let's just generate a new one now. going to generate this ultra fast. So here it is. Here's my 1 minute version of this now. So it's got to have all our spectral information in, but it's gonna instead of it being super stretched out, it's gonna be less stretched, I guess. I don't know how it works. Very clever though. I like it. And in fact, what I'm going to do is stop that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around with some of these controls, right? So I'm going to add tons more shimmer. I need to do this with my fingers. Modulation depth for the reverb, yes. Rates, whoa. Stereo spread, yes. You can see all your controls down here, look. Stereo spread straight, and I can close that now. But now I'm going to add a module. I'm going to add a low pass filter. Now they'll come in the correct place. They'll put themselves in the correct place, so you don't need to worry about stuff like that. I'm going to leave this quite low because I'll take that resonance down a touch. Do I need LFO for the filter? No, I don't think so. I'm going to add in, say, it's tempting to go mad, isn't it? Tempting to go nuts. I'm going to add, chord layer, right? I'm going to add a chord layer in. And we can have a look what we can do with the chord layer. Let's open it up. And it's a 5th at the minute by default, but you have all these extra things. So I'm going to add a minor add 9. And I'm going to take it down to that, to 6 cents, 7 cents, 6 cents, don't matter. Voice gain, I'll turn up a little bit. Layer harmonic chords on top. Right, let's do that then, shall we? So we can kind of hear what's occurring. This should be wild, but it should be short. So I'm going to do the I'll just generate again. There we go. Let's play that. Let's remember what this first one was before we messed around with it, sort of thing. Okay, here is the new version of that. I like that one better. Save. Okay, brilliant. So let's again try something with lots of changes in. Don't need that now because I've saved it. Don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. And let's close this. And let's, again, this time, let's do something good. Oh, by the way, the import audio thing is just exactly the same as doing it from there. Okay, so let's go with audio, sure. I'm gonna I'm gonna choose this track here, which is 2.5 minutes in length, and this is how it sounds. Very chilled your beans. Let's choose something that might actually complement that, like deep space or dreamy voice preset. But we've also got styles, you see. We could go luminous. Okay, we could go warm. Tape memories, maybe, and then go styles again and go minimal. See, your parameters aren't changing with your styles. Style is spatial. Style is dark. Yeah, it's quite dark, isn't it? It's not like a happy bouncy track. Presets, I'll go with, what was it? Let's just go with dreamy voice. Okay, maybe choose dark style. Generate. How much am I generating? 3 minutes is kind of the default thing. There you go. Look at that. I can't believe how quick it is. But it's there, look, dark, the style sort of thing. Lovely. Oh. Oh, I'm saving that. That's epic. See, it's good because you can go, right, okay, well, we're on dream time, got a low pass in there, spectral blare in there, a reverb, and breathing. And this is why this sounds bloody good. I'll leave this play for a second. It's really nice, this is. Fantastic. It's so cool. You could chill your beans right out to that. So that's awesome. Yep, save that. That's cool. Let's choose another. Could leave that in there. We can choose another track sort of thing. I'm gonna go with. I mean, you can put voices in there and stuff. I think things that change a lot. I mean, what have I got here? Solo piano, warp memories. Let's try with this. Let's try. Right, I'm gonna do another chilled out track. Let me just quickly play and I'll choose a different set, well, a completely different preset for the start off. And what's it? So I'll just play it. Let's see. Different frozen time, dense fog, synthwave dream. Let's go with, oh, it's just the choice, isn't it? Let's go with DNA Slice, which has the spectral freeze, spectral crossover. It's very spectral. It's a spectral track. And maybe well, let's just leave it at that, see what happens, because that'll influence all sorts of stuff, won't it? Let's just generate. Song. Right, let's see what it's done with that. How long again? 5 minutes. Chimera style it's used, you can see. So this is all very spectral, this one. If I change, right, if for example, let's go this time with maybe custom, and I'll add a dream time to this and adjust I'll add a low pass, a reverb, a chorus. Oh, it's so much fun this is. I'll add a spectral morph. I'll add a harmonic tremolo and a ring mod. We'll have a bit of pitch drifting, chord light. Oh, let's have can I have a performance in there as well? We can go absolutely bloody bonkers. Let's put a bit of glitch in there as well. That should be nuts. But let's normalize it in case. Okay, let's just hit done. And do you know what? I'm not even gonna look. because I've got loads in the color section. I've got Dreamtime low pass. Oh dear, I'm gonna have a duration of, yeah, I'm gonna shorten it actually. I want a 3 minute or maybe 2 minutes, because if it's great we could listen to that, and just let's see what it manages to do. I mean, this is getting quite good actually. I'll save that. I would normalize that. What we got here again? It's just kind of a chilled vibe track. Right, let's just generate this. See how long it takes with all that stuff in it. Good God, it's fast. I tell you what, Will, if you're listening, this is, you've done, it's incredible the speed it renders this. So let's try this. Oh, I can hear the glitch. Lovely. What's the volume on this? Let's whack it up. Might need to turn it down when it gets to here. You can definitely hear the glitch. You can hear the guitar. That's cool. Guys, listen. If you've watched this via a premiere, thank you very, very, very much. It's much appreciated, as you know. And if you're here, Will, you've made such a fab app, mate. Just going to decrease the volume a bit here. I'm going to play around with it for another 5 or 10 minutes while you say ta-ra to each other. Don't forget, go and download Reverie for free. You get some bits and pieces you can play with. I think you get something like 6 presets. It does actually tell you what you get for free, but you're going to have the most fun. For pay $9.99, it's an absolute bargain for that, I think. And you can also, if you want to, join all this stuff up and just play it all at the same time. Which is good fun. Okay, I'm going to import another couple of tracks so we can have a mess around with them. God, lovely. Okay, let's delete all of this stuff and I'll close the microphone while you say ta-ra to each other. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I think you're all brilliant. You know that, right? Anyway, top job. Let's sort this out. Hang on a minute. Let me get me mouse.